And we're back. Hello everybody, DarkPhoenix Gaming here, and welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 as Germany. Last time we left off, we were helping nationalist Spain fight the Spanish Civil War, and doing not too bad at it actually. Also, I was busy recruiting a bunch more soldiers and everything in preparation for war against the Allies, and to start conquering literally all of Europe, just because I feel like it. Well, all of Europe and probably parts of the Middle East, because you just know that's going to happen unless Italy develops some degree of competence in the next couple of years. But we have a little bit of an oil shortage right now, although it's not enough of one that I need to really worry about it. Which, the whole oil thing just has me thinking about, and I'm gonna start the game playing again as I talk, just so we can make some progress. Has me thinking about man the guns and everything.
Alright.
And that whole expansion. Why are you doing that rather than isolating these guys? Has to be smart. Anyways, it has me thinking about man the guns, because we still don't have a release date for that expansion, but from what they're saying, they're putting in a bunch of stuff that's going to be pretty interesting. Defend against those bastards while we cut them off. Defend, defend, defend. It's looking pretty interesting, but then again, I'll be the first to admit I am a massive Paradox fanboy, and I own the vast majority of their game expansions. Just because usually they have at least one thing in there that I consider to be worth paying a premium for, so I go ahead and buy them. Regardless of how much people say they're not going to be that good, I just tend to ignore that sort of negativity for the most part, because I'd rather buy them myself and see for myself than wait around and hear other people bitch about them, to be perfectly honest. So I tend to ignore a lot of the negativity and pick stuff up. I mean, not including... This doesn't include certain things like... Let's see, how do I put this? It doesn't include stuff like certain music packs that I just can't be bothered with, but for the most part I actually like their content, so I'll buy it regardless of how much people say it's not worth the money. And I have yet to be disappointed by any of it, just because I tend to be someone who tempers his expectations based on what I'm actually getting, rather than who expects the sun and the sky and the horizon and the moon and the fucking solar system out of every single piece of DLC. Shocking as it may be, I'm not that dumb. Unlike a lot of people who seem to be expecting every piece of DLC they put out to be a fucking major expansion. I mean, good lord, people, temper your goddamn expectations, will you? Some of the things people seem to be expecting are just dumb, honestly, and I don't get where their logic is coming from with this. You can take that to their province. The Olympic Games are being held in Berlin, attended by a bunch of athletes. They are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. These were won by Jesse Owens, the most successful athlete at the games. We have shown our best side to the world. Yeah, Jesse Owens is a somewhat semi-famous athlete, known for being the African-American Olympic competitor who humiliated Hitler at those games because, you know, the whole master race thing and all that crap. Anyways, I'm going to put another factory into tactical bombers because we need some aircraft. That is my strategy as Germany, after all, for a lot of the wars. Basically, bomb the shit out of everyone. We've got these guys isolated in a nice little pocket. That should help. Just pushing them back. Same with these fellas up there. And once we close out those two pockets, I can start helping out the Spanish with their main push down towards what remains of the Republican Spanish government, because this civil war has effectively been won at this stage. The Spanish Republic holds only 4 cities, or it will be 4, as only 4 cities left as soon as we take Barcelona. It looks like a wide front, but nationalist Spain controls the bulk of the country. And will probably... nationalist Spain is probably going to take Madrid at some stage. They're basically going crazy with their offensives by now. By the way, you guys look like you could use some help over here. Take them, then we can isolate Barcelona and pick them off at our leisure. Speaking of which, these guys are isolating and pocketing some guys over here nicely. Well done, nationalist Spain. They can't exactly do that over here, unfortunately, because the entire front is manned by the Spanish Republican Army. I've got some more infantry divisions. Over here who can get their asses onto the Polish border. I'm going to want probably at least 40 divisions on both the Polish and French borders, if I can swing it, before we actually pull the trigger and declare war. Speaking of, that's some more infantry divisions for you, Poland. Have fun. And we're at 21 of 24 divisions here. I'll be setting out a brand new army for the Polish front fairly soon, once that caps out. Just because I want to have like 40 divisions, as I said. But for now, the Spanish Civil War is going to keep on going. But Spain, the Spanish Republic that is, as in the non-rebel government, they are definitely looking to be on the back foot right now. And this is also going to get me some very nice experience in terms of my actual forces, so I can start making some upgrades to division templates and such. Plus, I always just kind of like participating in the Spanish Civil War. It's a good wind-up and gets me ready for participation in the actual World War, by virtue of the fact that I get to practice fighting a little bit. That's one of the reasons I like it. I can practice combat before the actual war kicks off. Because historically that is something that happened. The Spanish Civil War was literally just a test bed for Germany's new weapons and technology and things before the war. That's actually a thing they did, which is kind of neat. Now Barcelona can be under attack from 2 sides. And we ain't doing so well with that. there's two small little places isolated in pockets up here, so I'm hoping they get wiped out soon. That way Spain will have more forces for their attack where they actually need them. They're not pushing on Madrid for now. They're mostly defending in a couple places. Great. Doesn't look like that's going to be a fight. That will actually be happening anytime soon. I want to wait and let my organization recover a tiny bit. Free dockyards. Well, what else would I be making here but submarines? Speaking of which, a couple of my groups of ships should have successfully merged up by now. If I hadn't completely forgotten to do the bloody thing, that is. Mr. Dönitz has his fleet. So, let's head back over to production. Submarines. As it says, literally infinite. And you can have a bazillion submarines over there to sink all of the convoys and starve out my enemies once the war starts. Right now he has 22 subs. And I actually put Karl Dönitz in charge of there just primarily for the reason he was in charge historically, because this is actually the guy, and we're gonna try another attack, the guy who ran Germany's submarine arm at the start of the World War II in real life history. I'll get back to that story in a second. Radio research is done. So let's research heavy fighters. We're going to need some big fighters for when we eventually fight Germany. So yeah, Karl Dönitz was the guy who actually was in charge of Germany's submarine forces in World War II, and he was actually saying at the start of the war that if he wanted to do his job of essentially cutting Britain's supply lines and such, that was actually the job he got given, and he wanted 200 submarines, or something like that, or it might have even been 700, I don't actually remember, but he wanted a whole boatload of subs. But at the start of the actual war, he only had like 78 or something, so not exactly what you call having what you need, is it? Try that attack again. See if we can't hammer these guys into submission. Plus, Barcelona is isolated and are probably running low on supplies, so that should help us out when it comes to things like this. And I mentioned this in the last episode, but I'm going to keep mentioning it just because not everyone will be remembering the stuff I said in the previous episodes, but if you see me looking to the side like that, that's because I have my recording software on a second screen monitoring it, so if anything goes wrong with the audio or the video, then I can see it by looking over there, so I'm just checking to make sure nothing's going wrong. That's really all that's going on there. Anyways, we can modify our government now, so I'm gonna put us down to 1 speed while I figure who to put in next. I think we want Karl Dönitz, Chief of the Navy, for better commerce raiding efficiency, or convoy raiding even. I'm going to get a Chief of the Air Force then. And after I get a chief of the Air Force, we'll save up for the 250 we need to put Manstein in as our military theorist. Because I'm more interested in the ground warfare theorists than any of the other guys, quite frankly. And now we can get back up to 2 speed again. Also, let me know if you'd rather I started playing on a faster or slower speed. I'm not opposed to that suggestion. 2 or 3 speed is kind of what I stick to in Hearts of Iron, just depending on what's going on. Though, as anyone who watched my Kaiser Reich series will know, I have gone up to 4 speed before. Though, that's just when there's literally nothing going on and I needed to sleep through it because it was getting boring. It is really the only times I do things that fast. Come on, Spain. Did you take them out already, or do I need to do that for you? God. As fun as this war can be, Spain can be really dumb in how they do things sometimes. Like, I literally had one game against them where Republican Spain had a blatantly open area that would have let the nationalists just march right into Madrid if they'd just taken like 3 provinces. And there were no troops anywhere near them, but the nationalists did not exploit it. Stuff like that is really kind of a pain in the ass, honestly. But we're about to take Barcelona, so that I can help them out over there and do Spain's job for them. But why is that one division standing there? It's not like the French are about to attack them or anything. But thanks for that Barcelona. I'll be keeping that, I think. Put some panzers over on the Polish border. Five divisions there. Oh, no wonder they were struggling so much. At the moment I can't really see how many divisions we're going up against. I hope to address that going forward, but at the moment we're not able to. Some more tactical bombers, I think. And they just took that place, so one more territory up here that needs to fall. And then nationalist Spain can hopefully break through against the Republicans down here somehow. And I'm seeing a couple of Soviet volunteers in their forces. The filthy communists want their fellow filthy communists to stay in power, no doubt. Haha. Yes, insert political joke here. Only one division there, so break through quickly and easily. And that entire northern bit is ours now. Ausrücken! I can start helping in the main area now, fortunately. We need a lot more rubber, apparently. Who can I trade with that we're not going to end up at war with very soon? I can trade with Belgium, but we're going to end up at war with them very soon, so... that battle's gonna go on for a while yet. We're making good progress, fortunately. Or we were, then we started not making good progress. Now we're about to level these guys up from being regulars to veterans, I think is the next level, but I don't exactly remember. They're about to get better, so yeah. Well, one of them is. The other still has a bit of experience they need while they're near to that level. So these guys are only at 92%. You guys are literally about to hit the next level. Okay, so now they're seasoned. 50% bonus in combat. This division is going to be pretty helpful to us once they get back on the mainland for the war, because they'll just be that much better. Improved machine tools, more production efficiency, hooray! I'll take concentrated industry now. I generally tend to lean towards concentrated industry more than dispersed, even though there's always the chance as Germany I'll get bombed a lot. Dispersed might be more useful that way, but I just tend to prefer concentrated. Not quite sure why. I've used dispersed a few times as the UK, but it's not something I commonly lean towards. I honestly don't know why. But we are 95% towards being seasoned with my other division. Treaty with the USSR. Oh yeah. Now, though, let's see. We don't have what we need to Anschluss yet. 351,000 in the field. We need 550,000 manpower in divisions before we can annex Austria. But I think air innovations. Actually, no. We'll go for autarky next. Gives us some nice bonuses to military construction. Well, just construction across the board. And we can get some extra factories and resources if we keep going down that tree. So I think that one's useful to have, because we're going to need a lot of resources during the war, because I will be attacking a lot of the people that we might otherwise be able to trade with. So that's going to be a thing we have to deal with. Do these raids. Reduction in visibility, but no, I don't think so. Negotiations with the Soviets have been successful. Agreements have been reached where we aid each other in developing a new armored unit with a possible extension to other areas. This treaty will be a stepping stone, and that will, once I have a research slot open, that's going to enable me to research medium panzers a couple of years ahead of schedule, meaning I can start adding those tanks to my armed forces. And medium panthers really, they're like one that tends to be my go-to for the longest time. It's just the mediums. The Panzer III specifically. I don't know why, I just don't tend to care much for heavy or light tanks as Germany, and I couldn't tell you why. Just the mediums tend to be what I go for all the time. And if that's a terrible strategy or something, please let me know. I'm not opposed to changing it, that's just how I've always played. So let me know if you have any suggestions for particular strategies going forward. I mean, obviously I'll be doing the historical things of Anschluss Austria, Czechoslovakia, partially conquered, partially my puppet, yada yada yada, Danziger War, and of course war with France. I'll obviously be doing all of those, but besides that, if you got any particular advice, because I'm going to have to invade the UK at some point, but honestly, I've never really managed to successfully pull off an invasion of the UK as Germany. Not sure why. I think I may also invade Denmark, Sweden, and Norway just for the hell of it. And possibly Yugoslavia. Haven't decided yet. And I'm honestly not sure if I want to invade Greece or not. Both my divisions here are now seasoned. Nice. What comes after seasoned? I don't remember. Is that veteran or something? Who knows. Soviets. Get a little more oil. Thanks. Need 2 more oil and 2 more chromium. It's not really enough to give myself a care. I'll try and attack over there. See if I can't help break through on that. Got our interwar artillery. Excellent. By the way, I just wanted to check about this if anyone knows. Are the anti-tank and anti-air researches even worth doing? Because I never go for those. It's just not a thing I've ever bothered with. Are they worth it? If they are, I could start doing them, I suppose. Speaking of researches, I'll take that medium panzer now, thank you. Starting to research medium panzers in 1936. Very nice. No longer on the border with Madrid, unfortunately, but nationalist Spain is still winning for the most part. It's nice. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before in a series or two, but I always found this kind of annoying that we're fighting alongside nationalist Spain, but we don't have intelligence on how their battles are going, because we're effectively temporary allies since I'm sending them volunteers. You would think they would bother to tell me how their individual fights are going so I could decide where to send my forces to assist. But no, they can't be bothered. And it's kind of annoying, quite frankly. It is just kind of annoying. Anyways, not a whole lot else I can do beyond just observe the Civil War right now, because we're in our build-up stage. But I think... How many?
Ihre Befehle?
22 of them. I'm going to put 2 of the tanks there.
Achtung!
Get made into a new army. Assigned there. And insert under von Bock. Pause for a second and just assign their battle plan. I mean, they'll need a lot more troops, so they're actually useful in this, but they are going to be participating in effectively the same invasion plan of Poland. Except for the last bit.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle!
Okay. You guys take up your positions, and I'll send you more dudes as necessary. We only have 3 divisions over there right now. They're going to need a lot more. A few more tactical bombers, I think. Yes, I'm starting to deploy people before they're ready. Get a little bit of exercise and such on the actual battlefield, rather than getting their pointless fucking training. 422,250 in the field right now. We're not at the point of Anschluss yet, but I am approaching it. And that's a good deal more divisions than we had very recently, so I don't mind so much.
Angetreten!
Let's see.
Ausrücken!
Go help out over there. Try and push these guys back where I can, I think. Does not appear to be going too poorly. Nationalist Spain is obviously winning, though they're winning slowly. But hopefully this doesn't go like the Civil War in Kaiserreich, where it looked like they were on the cusp of victory, and then it just turned around and they got basically crushed. Because we never got to see the end of that because of the various reasons that I had to end it before the end of the war, but you just know they were losing. You just know it. The rubber from Brazil is not making it over to me, so Brazil, consider that request cancelled. here or there. It's still a stalemate, honestly. But I have the edge. Well, when I say I, nationalist Spain has the edge. Taken. Hopefully help out over there. They're busy fighting at that location, so take this one that's isolated. I can attack them from behind. This seaport, along where Valencia and Murica is, and the actual city of Murcia, I mean, not Murica as in the slang term for America. Anyways, that seaport's looking like it's fairly vulnerable to attack. Defending so we can't counterattack. Try and take that place, fortunately. But progress is being made. It's only November 1936, too. The Civil War's not been going on for more than like a couple of months. It feels a lot longer, just because generally the battles in Hearts of Iron take ages to play out, so every war feels like it's taken years and years, even if it's only lasted like 6 months. So, that's just the way things are. The wars feel a lot longer than they actually are, which is kind of interesting. About a month left on that national focus. These guys are gonna be there soon. To annihilate that pocket, move on them, head for Valencia, I hope.
Ausrücken!
We'll push this attack for a little longer. I'm not about to give up right away, even if we start losing. I want to see if it turns around. No, it's not turning around. And we need to recover a little bit of organization before I launch another attack. We're getting slammed, so no time to recover that organization. Why is that one division not attacking there as well, and why is that one not attacking? They could easily close that up, probably. Lose 5 divisions there if those guys join the attack as well. Really, sometimes I do not understand the decisions made by the AI in this game. How about we help out? Oh no, that's right. I said I wanted to recover some organization first, and then I go and attack. What is wrong with me today? Really? Let's recover that organization. 3 full bills due. Yeah, extend them.
Befehle?
Covering our organization nicely. Once that guy gets up to like 40 or some such, I'm going to launch an attack. Yeah, about 40. You can attack there. Try and take that and actually isolate that place. Because those two can move to each other from there. Maybe if I isolate that place, that will become easier to take. So, I wish myself good luck with that. I'd say we're making good progress. I have 27 divisions on the Polish border, 20 on the French-Belgian one. We are moving towards having enough divisions for being able to annex Austria. About 500 something thousand to pull that off. There we go. Some more in the production tanks, I think. They're attacking Valencia. Good, good. And what is up with this color thing? It's like parts of the map appear to be a little bit red for some reason. And I don't understand why. Let's try and take that province. I'm going to leave my Spanish allies to finish off that place. It's completely surrounded, so as long as they don't lose a province, the nationalists, as long as the nationalists don't lose a province, those guys should eventually run out of supplies and just be crushed by the fact that the nationalists have plenty of supplies. And plenty of troops to throw at them. I'm going to go after Valencia if I can. Once we clear up the places surrounding it, pocket it, if that's possible. I hope it is. About attacking there. They're going to arrive first, and I'll have to fight them off. Take that province. Lovely. Try and take that province. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not sure how long it was, but my microphone was muted for a little bit, so this outro section is going to be in a separate video file since I had to stop it and restart it to get the microphone to unmute itself. Which, it's kind of annoying when it happens, but, you know, I deal with it. Anyways, I am going to stop this episode here, I think. So, this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming, and thank you very much for watching Hearts of Iron 4 as Germany. Next time around, I will continue my preparations for war against the Allies and getting our troops to Anschluss, Austria. So, I hope you'll join me for that. Until next time, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to see more like this. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. See you then, folks. See you then.